Welcome to a night of total terror.
In 1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead. It became the classic horror film of its
We
time.
must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotion.
Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all time.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
First came the night, then came the dawn. Now comes the most eagerly awaited day in horror film history.
They say the dead don't walk. They say the living forget. But on Thursday the cemetery sings, and I am the last song. You can't run from the debt you owe. They will collect what you left behind. Thursday of the Dead, coming to theaters if you dare. Thursday of the Dead. You must be here for Thursday of the Dead.
Welcome back to Thursday of the Dead, episode 355. My name is Jace. Today's episode is yet another book review. This is an interesting one because although this wasn't something I picked up at Living Dead Weekend, it really ties to that. And I think I won this book in a contest on some Romero board that the author was on, Mason James Cole. And he sent me a message and said, hey, you won. It's like, great. So I sent him my address and he had this delivered to me. And this, just like in the movies, is a very entertaining short piece of zombie fiction. There's a bonus story in there. It's a lot of cool illustrations. And for any George Romero fan, you may have read part of this on George's old website, because he talks about, or the author talks about that and his relationship to George. And there's some really touching moments in there. Not the story itself. The story is not touching at all. The story is good and gruesome and takes place firmly in the Romero universe. And he actually predicted Land of the Dead in this story, as weird as that sounds, because when he wrote this story, George hadn't done a fourth installment. So that shows you kind of how far back this goes. And then what's nice at the end, he actually mentions his correspondence with George. And like George is joking with him is really cool. And I'm going to go look for some of his other works now, because I like his writing style. So this is on Amazon, if you're interested. It's a short read, it's fun. If you like George, you'll like this. And now, I'm not going to just leave it at that. I'm going to share a weird, self-indulgent gift for myself. This is a framed canvas print that actually was based on a picture that was taken at Living Dead Weekend, which I talked about in a previous episode, where I somehow made it into New York Times. It was really weird. And it's just a picture of me and a bunch of friends standing in line for the VIP screening of Dawn of the Dead inside the Monroeville Mall. That's a milestone in itself. And to have this picture taken that captures it and then have it be in the New York Times, that's cool all over the place. So what I like about this, first of all, it's not just me. You can see Eric Kent, you can see Bob O'Rourke, you can see Byron Stone, you can see Michael Longino, you can see part of Stetsio's back, and you can see half of Matt Landrup's face. So this will live in my office because it's a bunch of friends. Thanks for watching. See you next week.